Hey everybody, Dude Souls here. Welcome back to another episode of Mother Encore. Last time we explored the underground of Magicant and found ourselves somewhere much different from Podunk. So, what else should we do except take a look around? And there is a treasure box somewhere that's currently inaccessible to us, no matter how much you try to get down that cliff. Alright, let's head this direction and see what we encounter. A lot of broken down smokestacks we can see. Let's see if we find any enemies down here. A lot of craters in the ground. New enemy encounter. This is a lynx. As of right now, I guess the sad music is way too overpowering, and even the enemy music isn't gonna play. Alright, we beat the lynx, and I definitely need to heal myself. I'm just going to use a life up right here. Nope, that's telepathy. Life up alpha on myself, and there's a treasure box right here. Find a croissant, but our inventory is full. Let's squeeze... No, that's multi-use, so it's not going to free up a slot. I'll drop a recollection bell. Croissant, how much do you heal? 50. They heal 50, that's the same as a burger. Here we have an eagle. Pecked at Ninten. A lot of the enemies here we're going back to just fighting regular animals. So, no like weird floating eyeballs or moving trees. It's all just creatures now. It's creatures in a very sad environment, which is troubling. I was very overwhelmed by, oh my god, what is happening when I first came here. Ness got afflicted by a new status ailment. Ness now has nausea. We don't have anything that heals it right now, but nausea is a status ailment that blocks you from using any healing items. So if you want to heal using your inventory, then you need to be able to get rid of that. Going up to level 19, and we learned a really good PSI. You'll definitely want to keep this in mind. PSI. We got Shield Alpha, halves physical damage to one ally. It's basically like setting up a Reflect in Pokemon. Okay, I'm gonna use PSI Healing and consume that croissant. Alright, heading this way, another eagle fight. Alright, continuing to head down here. Still got just a little more nature. Dodge the skunk. Can we dodge the skunk? Okay. We find ourselves at a road trying to dodge the skunk. So let's head north. I'm gonna head north first. We'll head south later. And immediately we run into a town. And I guess here we have the Twinkle Elementary School. I'm just gonna show you my save file to see where exactly we are now. I saved in a location known as Marysville. So, welcome to the very not so merry Marysville. Let's see if we can get any more info about where we are here. Again, very not so merry Marysville, considering that there's random ladies in the street that are trying to smack us. Alright, let's fight this bag lady, and let's head into Twinkle Elementary for a little safety, I guess, from all the crap that's happening out here. Welcome to the Twinkle Elementary School. Wait a minute, I don't believe I've seen you before. Are you a new student? No! Ah, a parent then. Yes, I'm a parent. Welcome to our school. I'm too hip to be a parent, apparently. Yeah, lots of kids just in here. I don't know if I'm gonna talk to every single person here, but don't worry. We do have a reason to be in Twinkle Elementary. Here we have a science classroom. Apparently when the school closes at night. A strange man can be seen lurking in the lab. Have you ever played Super Mario Bros. 7? My uncle works at Nintendo and he gave me a cartridge. It's really fun. Who knew that Mario had grandkids? Yep, that is a reference to exactly what you think it is. That is a 7 Granddad reference. Ooh, special kind of chemical up above. That's I want it. I can't get it. Nurse's office. Small wounds can be treated here, but if you have something more serious, you can go to a hospital. There was the jingle. I don't know if that actually healed anything, though. I'm so hungry. I could eat anything but prime rib. Yucky! Hey, why do you look so offended? What is it now? I'm busy. If you need my help, you'll have to come back later. Now get! To the janitor. Okay. Alright, let's continue exploring Twinkle Elementary. The janitor has a key to the rooftop, but he doesn't give it to students. I tried asking him for it the other day, but he started chewing my ear off, complaining about his wife. Take 100 math classes over that. My mom says I'm pretty enough to run for Miss Marysville. Don't you agree? No! Well, my mom also says that jealousy is a disease. You're just as mean as ugly as that nerd Lloyd. Hope you die alone with it. God. Okay, damn. I see how it is. I was having fun by the playground earlier, and something big fell from the sky and wrecked everything. Wonder where it came from. Could that explain why there's a bunch of craters in the streets? Still can't get over what happened this morning. I knew Lloyd was a wuss, but seeing it for myself was hilarious. Lloyd's such a wimp. Okay. So there's a kid named Lloyd that we should probably find because everyone hates him. Unfortunately. Tried to play with a boy during recess, but he told me to get lost. I get lost in a schoolyard though. I just don't get it. Oh man, the door to the rooftop is locked. I usually skip classes to go play on my Game & Watch there. Hey, wanna skip class with me? Sure. Wait. If you're not a student here, does it count as skipping class? I think technically that makes it trespassing? Alright, I have to suck up to... Only a sissy like Lloyd would suck up to the janitor? Okay, man. Alright. What's in here? The bathroom. Anything funny happening? Nope. Alright. Room 202. What's in here? Gotta keep quiet in the library or else we'll get Oh, come on! Dude, you gave me a cold? That's messed up. Alright. So we need to suck up to the janitor to get to the roof. If there's anything that can help us easily suck up to someone, it's using our... Or it can just open. Sure, that works too. I guess I just had to talk to someone for a trigger. Door to the roof, eh? Of course it's locked. Otherwise, instead of studying, all naughty little punks in the school would sneak out to play games. Are you a punk kid? Yes. Ha! At least you have the integrity to admit it. Integrity, even being a punk, isn't a problem. My wife, though, now that's a problem if I've ever blah blah blah. Isn't that horrible? Yeah. Okay. I guess we do actually need to suck up to him. Isn't that horrible? Yeah. Nuh-uh. Oh, no, I can't say that on camera. No, I didn't say that. I bleeped that out. Are you a punk kid? Yes. Alright, the correct answers are probably yes, yes, no, yes? What a polite scam. Now you need to go to the roof. Okay, so apologies for that. I kind of forgot what to do to actually suck up to him. My wife was the first Miss Marysville in history. Oh yeah, she was very pretty when she was young. Come to think of it, she's not that bad after all. I ought to buy her flowers more often. Maybe that'll make the sun a little more shiny. Okay, I've unlocked the roof. While you're up there, make sure to take in the view. The mountain is beautiful this time of year. Yeah, The mountain that looks like it's gonna be all spooky and stuff. Who is it? I mean, no problem here. Oh, never mind. I made enough of a fool of myself today. You still here? No matter what, I won't come out. If I do, everyone will pick on me again. They keep trying to talk to me. You didn't have to notice me. Please, just ignore me. What? You just want to know why I'm in the trash can? If I tell you, do you promise not to make fun of me? Sure. Alright. Well, it started this morning. When I arrived at school, I saw a big missile sitting in the middle of the playground. Wait, what? You're not from around here? Then how'd you even... Never mind. Why am I surprised anyway? Everything's been so chaotic lately. For the past few days, missiles have been raining down on our town, but the adults are too busy arguing to do anything. One missile almost hit our school today and crashed into the playground. It didn't explode like all the other ones, however. I was curious to learn more about it, but I kept my distance just to be safe. I hope nobody else would see me, but... Hey, look at that Lloyd over there! What's he doing looking at that big rocket? Pfft, don't you know, Lloyd's in love with those things. No way, you don't think Lloyd could be catching feelings? Haha, totally. Hey Lloyd, come and kiss that thing since you like it so much. He started dragging me towards it. Then I just ran away and hid. I don't even want to know what the others have to say about me now. So I'm gonna hide here until they forget about me. You should forget about me too. I'll be fine. I'll simply live here alone until I die, I suppose. It's better than being picked on, at least. I just wish I had the chance to fly a bottle rocket once in my life. I heard the ones from the factory south of here were the best, but they shut it down years ago. It'd be way too dangerous to go there now. Well, are you happy? I told you what you wanted to hear, so leave me alone. I guess now we have a new objective. Sorry guys, but today's not the day where I'm just going to be not editing out when I take a poop break. Alright, so, we know our next objective. We need to head south to the factory. But there's still the rest of Marysville for us to explore, so let's check out what's going on around town. So there's the missile. Its nozzle is still trickling bits of smoke. Better not touch it or anything. Yeah, around Marysville, you'll see the effects that the other factory has been having on this. Shouldn't you be at school, kid? Bad weather ain't an excuse to play hooky. We can enter the apartment complex here. Sheer amount of overdue bills dented it out of shape. No problem here. Is there anyone else? Ooh. No solicitors, we're not interested. How about you? What's with the scarf? You a Girl Scout or something? Alright, I'll take a box of Thin Mints. You again, Lloyd? If you don't stop that racket with your experiments, I'll file a noise complaint. It's locked. So even the townspeople in Marysville don't even like Lloyd. So that's the Marysville apartments. There is one other building that I'm kind of really looking... Ah, here it is. The library. Have to hide from the cold, dear? Poor thing. You know, if you run straight south, you can still make it to class. Here we find a blue box. And we know what blue boxes give. The map to Marysville. We can see the town proper. It has stores, banks, hotels, and a railway station. Going south, we see Sweet's Little Factory. And to the north, we see Duncan's factory. And a bridge that connects it to Podunk. Let's see what else there is in the library. Battling for pros, using Encores. Encores can be performed using any kind of move. For example, you can start by using an item, then use an Encore to use another skill. If you have enough SP, you can perform 2 Encores in a row. Battling for pros, skill points. Okay, so that confirms that they're called skill points, not special points. You can gain SP by using regular attacks or by receiving damage. Someone on the Mother Encore Discord server mathed out how much each action gives you. Dealing damage, I'm pretty sure gives you 0.4 skill points. Receiving damage gives you 0.7, and then defending does 1.5 skill points. Battling for pros, meter acceleration. If you're waiting for your HP to go up during your turn, you can hold it, speed it up by holding shift. I didn't know that. Be careful though, as this works if your HP is also going down. Adrenaline rushes. Yep, we know what an adrenaline rush is. SP you gain from dealing damage will be increased, so you can just keep on comboing. Adventurer skills. Adventurous types can use different skills depending on the weapon they're holding. If you level up with a certain weapon type, you might learn a new skill for that weapon, so don't be afraid to try out different weapons. I actually didn't really know that. I haven't actually read all the stuff in this library. I guess moral of the story, don't skip dialogue when you're playing an RPG. Weaklings. They can hold your heavy items or serve as a meat shield as they accumulate SP. If you do some proper exploration, you might find gadgets for them to use. I keep the fat guy like reading a secret. It could ruin my tough guy image. Buddy, you're like 6. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Alright, let's see what else there is. But that's the hotel, that's nothing. There is the river does cut through Marysville. Over here there's the department store and the bakery. And this cop nestled in the alleyway. What happened to school? You have school, don't you? There's this hospital. Let's see if there's anyone funny to talk to in here. It's locked. Okay. Hello, sir. Wait! Before you show me any symptoms, show me how much money you have. I see. In your case, I'll have to bill you 405 for treatment. Treatments here are always going to be half of the money that you have on hand. Alright, heading out, let's go check out what's in the department store and bakery. Alright, in the department store, floor 1 is the drugstore. You get a lot of stuff. Ooh, we're going to need to use asthma spray soon. I'm going to sell my recollection bells and noble seeds because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need those here. I'm gonna buy an asthma spray. It cures asthma and has 3 uses. Fresh mints heal nausea. I'm gonna buy 2 of those. And insecticide is an item that just deals damage. That deals damage to bugs. Go into the sports section, aka the armory. What would you like? Sports drinks, baseball caps, slingshots, wind bees, T-ball bats. I'm gonna buy a T-ball bat, equip that, sell the wind bat. Boom. Alright, continuing to head up to the variety goods section. Ruler, rope. I don't think ruler has any use. Rope, repel ring, sheep ring, celluloid glasses, fit for a weakling, and a telephone card. You can make calls on public phones with it, with 10 uses. I don't see why you would ever buy this because phones use $5, but it's here for you. I'll buy a rope because those ones are useful. Now let's head down to the bakery. I'm not really buying many healing items just because I have stuff in storage and I already have the big bag of magic herbs. Hello, would you like to take a look at our catalog? Bread, pretzel, croissant, Berliner, bee sting cake, and apples. Bee sting cakes are pretty good. They restore 60 HP to your whole party. And that's all we can really carry right now. Meow. What are you thinking? All these treats look delicious, but the baker doesn't even let me eat a single one. She says that cats aren't allowed in the kitchen. I was a bit depressed, but I'm fine. Sorry, man. Alright, the next point of interest on the Marysville map is the train station. So let's head there. Treasure box right in front of there. Found a pretzel, but your inventory's full. I guess if you need a pretzel, that's there. And a bunch of debris is blocking the road. Heading into the station, which says Thanksgiving on it. In the original Mother, in the Japanese versions, the names of towns had associations with certain holidays. So, for example, Podunk was called Mother's Day, and Marysville was called Thanksgiving. And so this is immortalized in the train station. In certain translations of Mother, they do have the same names as holidays, but in the translation that this game is using, they've done away with that. I heard on the radio that people are going missing all over the country. Be careful out there, kid. Sorry, but the Paradise Line's closed until we can get those rocks removed from the tracks. Yep, rocks are blocking the train tracks right now. So, can't access the train tracks just yet, which is a difference from the original Mother, because usually you'd be able to go on the train tracks. We've explored all that we really can in, like, Marysville proper. I'm gonna not go up just yet because I sense danger from the fact that there's a factory shooting missiles up north. But there are a couple of... Oh, PP... I need a PP capsule. Crap. None of these items I want to throw away right now. You know what? I'll grab the PP capsule when I'm coming back up here. There are still places to visit to the west, so let's head to the west of Marysville. Maybe we can just run straight back into Podunk. There's a bag lady. Bag ladies go down in only 2 hits, so it's not like they're a dangerous enemy or anything. Alright, welcome to Marysville. And the cop is still blocking our road. The bridge to Podunk is still under repairs. Go back to school before I call your parents. So the cops around here are very, very nice, as we can tell, and a little bit too locked in on kids' education. For an average child's liking, another box. Another croissant. A lot of the food items I'm kind of just going to leave behind because, you know, big bag, and also I have a lot of utility items that I could use. Actually, I should try using the big horn. I've never actually used that in battle. Alright, let's see if there's anything else on the outskirts of town, because towns usually have, like, some kind of secrets if you, like, cling to the sides. Nothing down here. And now we're back at Twinkle Elementary. I think we've explored pretty much all we can in Marysville. So, I think now would be a good time to call it. Next time on Mother Encore, we head south to get Lloyd his bottle rocket from Sweet's Little Factory. See you guys then.